The mere recollection of this representative of the fauna causes a feeling of fear in a person, although some people are not afraid of them and have them at home as a pet. Tarantulas are considered to be the most venomous spiders in the world. Often these spiders are confused with tarantula spiders, despite the fact that the latter are much larger in size. Although the spider is poisonous, its venom does not pose a particular danger to humans. History of the name. There is a species of spiders common in the vicinity of the city of Taranto, formerly Tarentum, which in the 15th century was attributed to the cause of a strange disease called tarantism. According to legend, this fatal ailment developed after the bite of such a spider, and without taking emergency measures, the sick person was doomed, and the only thing that could save him from death was a special dance, the Tarantula. Now, several centuries later, many supporters have received the opinion that all these fabrications were used as a pretext for organizing closed feasts while avoiding condemnation from the then authorities. Description. This animal represents the family of wolf spiders, which originated in the Renaissance. Several centuries ago, there were a lot of these spiders in the cities of Italy, therefore the number of bites was huge, which were accompanied by a convulsive state of the victims. In those days, the disease was called tarantism. The most numerous population of these insects was observed in the city of Taranto, therefore the name of the spider is directly related to the name of the city. An interesting moment. Medieval doctors, in order for the patient to recover, attributed to him the tarantella dance, which also originated in this city. The victim had to dance this dance until he dropped. Only in this way was it possible to recover. At least that's what medieval healers thought. In fact, such dances were held for special feasts that were not supported by the authorities. This type of arthropod includes 221 subspecies, and the most famous among them is the Apulian tarantula. In the 15th century, many believed that the poison of this spider could cause madness in humans, as well as some infectious ailments. In our time, it has been proven that the venom of this spider has a very weak effect on humans. An important fact. The species of spider found in Iran is named after the large spider Argog, which is a mythical creature mentioned in the Harry Potter wizard book. In the languages of many European peoples, the word tarantula means tarantula spiders, so this often leads to confusion when translating various texts, including from English. Modern scientists have determined that tarantulas and tarantulas represent different groups of arthropods. Tarantulas belong to araneomorphic spiders, and tarantula spiders to megalomorphic ones. Appearance. The entire body of the spider is covered with fine hairs, and the body consists of two parts, the abdomen and the cephalothorax. There are 4 pairs of eyes on the head. 2 pairs of eyes are small and located in a straight line, and the other 2 form a trapezoid. This arrangement of the eyes allows the arthropod to control the space around at 360 degrees. In addition to good vision, tarantulas have an excellent sense of smell, which allows them to sense the approach of prey at a considerable distance. The main sizes of such arthropods correspond to: the body length ranges from 2 to 10 cm 30 cm, the length of the limbs. Females weigh almost 100 grams. Like most other representatives of the fauna, in spiders, females are much larger. Spiders molt several times throughout their lives. With each such molt, the spider grows old. Due to the presence of 4 pairs of long hairy limbs, the spider easily moves on any surface, including water. Males have more developed forelegs than females. Interesting to know. The limbs of the spiders only bend, so the wounded spider has difficulty moving. There are flexor muscles on each limb, but the legs are unbent under the influence of hemolymph. The structure of the skeleton of these arthropods is rather fragile, so every fall can lead to injuries incompatible with life. The poisonous ducts of the spider are located on the chelicerae. These organs are their weapon of choice for spiders, allowing them to either attack or defend themselves. The main color is made in dark colors, representing gray, brown or black shades. Distinguishing a male from a female is not difficult, since their size is more modest. American tarantulas are considered to be the largest compared to their European counterparts. Habitat. Tarantula spiders live in very vast territories, including the southern territories of Eurasia, northern regions of Africa, Australia, Central and Asia Minor, America. Similar types of spiders are also found in Portugal, Russia, Italy, Ukraine, Spain, Mongolia, Romania, Greece, etc. These types of spiders are found mainly in arid regions. Typically, tarantulas are found in the deserts, in the steppe regions, in semi-desert conditions, in the forest steppe, in the gardens, on the fields, in the meadows, close to water bodies. They are thermophilic arthropods, so they do not live in colder regions. Various territories are chosen for their habitation, including saline steppes. Quite often they can be found even in homes. Many species of predatory spiders live in burrows, and they dig them themselves. They do not equip their nests anywhere, choosing only suitable sites for this. The depth of such burrows can reach 0.6 meters. If pebbles come across during the digging process, the spider takes them to the side. The entire dwelling is covered with cobwebs, right down to the surface. This allows the spider to assess the situation on the surface due to its vibration. When winter begins, spiders deepen their burrows by another 40 centimeters, and the entrance to the burrow is blocked with leaves and branches. With the onset of warmth, the spider leaves its shelter, but drags the web behind it. If the web suddenly breaks, then the spider may not find its hole. In this case, he has to dig a new one. What tarantulas eat? The tarantula spider is considered a real predator. While in ambush, they wait for their potential victims and, when the opportunity arises, attack them. The diet of such arthropods consists of, from various beetles, caterpillars, cockroaches, medvedoc, sverchkov, ground beetles, small amphibians. When the prey is caught, the spider immediately injects poison, which paralyzes it. The poison doesn't end there. The insides of the victim turn into a liquid substance, after which the tarantula simply takes and sucks these insides. The size of the prey depends on the size of the spider, while the prey can be enough for several meals. It should be noted that without food, spiders can live not only months, but years. The only condition is the availability of a sufficient volume of water. As a rule, spiders set up a special web next to the burrow, which serves as a signal for them. If someone inadvertently approached a burrow of the spider, then he immediately gets out and grabs the violator of the border. If the victim is larger than the spider in size, then he can carry out several attacks, making several bites. When the victim tries to leave after the first bite, the spider begins to chase, inflicting further bites. In this case, the spider tries to stay at a safe distance. The pursuit can last up to half an hour, and, in the end, the spider can get a well-deserved victory by providing itself with food for a long time. Behavior and lifestyle. Tarantulas are among the types of spiders that do not weave webs. These are active hunters who prefer to get food for themselves by active actions. These spiders use the web only within their burrow to track their living space, regardless of what it is connected with, including the danger to the spider. Throughout the daylight hours, the tarantula spider is in its burrow, going hunting only in the evening. Spiders hibernate in their burrows, sealing the entrance, after which they hibernate. Some of the subspecies are considered true centenarians, since they can live for about 30 years. Most species live from 3 to 10 years, while females live much longer. The spider is constantly growing, so its skeleton is constantly undergoing significant changes. These features allow the spider to regrow lost limbs. As soon as the spider sheds, a new one will grow in place of the lost paw, although it is somewhat smaller. Only after a few molts will the limb regain its former functions. An interesting moment. Despite the fact that spiders mostly move along the surface of the earth, they sometimes climb trees or other natural objects due to small claws located on their legs. If a spider needs to climb somewhere, it releases these claws, which allow the spider to move along vertical surfaces. Social structure and reproduction. These spiders begin to breed in late summer. Males begin to weave a web, after which they rub their belly against them. As a result, seminal fluid is released onto the web, which spiders collect with their pedipalps. Once this process is complete, the spiders are ready to breed. The offspring grows by leaps and bounds, and after a while begins to taste the prey that the female managed to catch. After the first molt, they scatter in different directions, and after a couple of years they become sexually mature spiders. When they become fully adults, they lose their instinct for self-preservation. During this period, spiders can be found even in broad daylight. Natural enemies of tarantulas. The tarantula has a sufficient number of enemies, especially in the form of birds, since arthropods are part of their diet. Spiders are also hunted by wasps, which, like spiders, inject poison into their prey to paralyze their prey. Wasps lay eggs in a paralyzed victim. After birth, the larvae grow and develop inside the spider, after which they get out. Some species of ants and praying mantises are completely indiscriminate in food, so they can attack any living objects. Some species of frogs and lizards handle tarantulas with ease. The same spider is a great danger to its relatives. This is especially true for females, who are easily able to eat males if they hesitated for some reason. In addition, the female can easily eat her offspring if she cannot catch a victim for a long time. The confrontation is observed between bears and spiders, since their habitats often overlap. Medvedka digs underground tunnels, where spiders sometimes climb. As a rule, wounded or molting individuals become food for bears. Most spiders die in early spring when they leave their homes weakened. In this state, they often become food for bears. Often, bears enter the burrows of tarantulas and attack them with their front limbs, causing serious injuries. After the spider is bloodless, the bear eats it. Price. Tarantulas generally cost from $20 to $200, but some sites sell even higher or lower depending on the rarity of the genus and their size.